welcome. So let's go through some B chords. There's so many chords to go through that I'm just going to go through a few of them. It's just to get you started on your progression through your guitar playing. There's quite a lot of them, so I'm just going to go through a little sample of them and hopefully it'll give you an appetite to learn some more. This goes along with the article that I wrote that's on the website, and it's all about the many different B chords that you can learn. Some of the B shapes are a bit more difficult, but once you've got used to it, it's quite easy. So let's get on. So the first one's the B major chord, and what we'll do is we'll go through each of the notes and then play it in a few different positions. But we're going to go through open and bar chords mainly. So just in case you're not up to playing the bars yet, I'm just going to give you a way of playing the B. Well, if you can move on to bar as quick as you can, it's better for your playing really. So the first one we'll do is that on the 2nd fret, which is actually the open way. So what we do is we miss the top 2 strings, and then we play exactly the same as the A chord, but move it up 2 frets, which is where the B comes from, because we're moving up a tone. What we do is put those 3 on there. So we've got the 2nd finger on the 4th fret on the 3rd string from the top. We've got the 3rd finger on the 4th fret on the next string below, which is the G string. And then the next string below, we put the pinky 4th finger right there below it on the 4th fret. And then the last note we play is the F sharp here, using the 1st finger which settles there on the 2nd fret. So if we miss the top 2 strings, we get a B major open chord. The next way of playing it is using the bar chord, which is down here. This can be quite tough on your hand, but you've just got to practice and keep at it. So what we actually do is play the same notes with using these 2nd, 3rd and 4th fingers. So we want to play on the 4th fret, on the D string, on the G string and on the B string, and then we stick our 1st finger right there across the whole of the 2nd fret. And then if we play that through, we get the bass note there. So the only difference between that is we've added the B bass in there. The next version of playing that is we can actually get rid of these 3 fingers and just substitute it for this 1/3 finger. So we then keep the bar, but then we just do almost a half bar across the D, the G and the B string on the 4th fret, which plays the same. But you just need to make sure that you don't hit the bottom E string with that 3rd finger. You see there's quite a bit of pressure on your finger, but you don't really feel it once you've practiced and practiced and practiced. So you can hear there's no difference between the 2. So the next one we use is one of the more common bar chord shapes, which is based on the E major shape. So if I say E major shape, I'm meaning right at the bottom here on the open strings. And what we do is we add a bar, move it up, and add a bar right on the 7th fret. So what we do is we put a bar across the 7th fret. We then take our 3rd finger, put that on the A string on the 9th fret. We then put the 4th finger on the next string below that on the 9th fret. And then we fill in on the 8th fret where your 2nd finger naturally fits. So all the way through, that's the B major. Right, so minor chord. The minor chord is a sad version, basically, of the B chord. It's where we actually flatten the 3rd note of the scale. So if you can hear this in the scale, that's the major. So if we play the minor, you can hear there's a change in tone. So that 3rd note we flatten, which means we've moved it down a semitone. And then we actually put that in the chord. So as we remember, we played the notes 1, 3 and 5 of the scale. So we're playing 1, 3, 5 of the minor scale here. So we're taking the B major shape, which is this. And what we do is actually flatten the 3rd note, which is this note here. You can actually hear it going minor. So we want to change our finger in slightly. Basically miss the top 2 strings. Then we play our 3rd finger on the 4th fret on the D string. We play our 4th finger on the 4th fret on the G string. We play our 2nd finger on the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, in the minor note. and then we play our first finger on the 2nd fret on the E string. So if we play from the D string, you can hear it's clearly a minor chord. All we've done is flatten that note. You can hear that quite a lot. All we're doing is moving one note. We can do a B minor bar chord in the same fashion that we did the major chord. So we can actually play that shape, but all we do is add the bar on instead of having the first finger at the bottom there. You just hear the bass come in there, because we're still missing the top string, but we're playing the B on the A string on the 2nd fret. So bar across the 2nd fret. We've got 3rd finger on the 4th fret on the D string. We've got the 4th finger on the 4th fret on the G string, and we've got the 2nd finger on the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. So we're going to play the next bar chord, which is the B minor on the 7th fret, and all we do here is from the major chord we played, we just take that finger off. It's basically flattening that note. So we're going to play the bar across the 7, put the 3rd finger on the 9th fret on the A string, and then we want to take the 4th finger and put that on the D string on the 9th fret. And we play all the way through. And you can hear that, it's the same. Thanks so much for watching, guys. You can subscribe below and get updates on all the videos that are coming from the channel, and you can get all the notation from below. If you go to the description, it'll tell you exactly how to get them. See you again. Cheers.